I'm the Crestfallen Gamer, and we're doing Hills of Glory. Unsavory creatures inhabit these verdant hills. The coasts are guarded by a set of twin red dragons who discovered long ago that the incoming ships made delicious and regular meals. Let's get to it. Alright, here we go. Who we gonna be? Who we gonna be? Who we gonna be? Ah, fucking Night Elves. God damn it. I'm not very good at playing Night Elf. Not very good at the game, period. But I especially don't like Night Elves because they suck at mining lumber because they're like environmentally friendly. So you only get 5 per return on lumber, and it takes forever to get lumber, which means it's tougher to upgrade because a lot of upgrades cost lumber instead of gold. Units are more gold heavy, whereas upgrades are more lumber heavy in this game. Important safety tip. Alright, let's get my boys mining. In case you heard something that was me, I have this thing of water that I'm drinking because, like I said, my voice gets a little tired when I do these videos. And I know there have been like a handful of like static problems on the mic. I don't know what that is. I might have to buy a new mic soon.
Your building is complete.
Because I actually find that doing these videos is more fun than I thought it would be. Got my Altar of Elders. I think I'm going to go with the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter's pretty cool. I know technically it would be boring if I do the Demon Hunter every time, because I think you're supposed to build, like in the official way you're supposed to play the game, I think when you're Night Elf you're supposed to do the Demon Hunter first. And I like doing the Demon Hunter first, to be honest, because he's a cool hero. Illidan is cool. And Demon Hunters are cool. They've got like the cool weapons, like those Sun Moon Blades or whatever they're called. And they've got nice abilities, and I like their ultimate. They transform into the demon.
I stand ready.
And the Keeper of the Grove sucks. And the Priestess of the Moon sucks. And the Warden is decent. I like her ultimate ability. But I do not like the Warden in the storyline, so I usually never build her first. Alright, I got my little armies. This is, I think, the fastest I've ever built. I've got 2 units by the time I get my hero. Let's do immolation, should be good. Start some creeping. I know the resolution, I said I'd have it fixed. This was the last video that I recorded in 800 by 600. So the next one will be better, I promise. Cloak of Shadows is fucking useless. That's nice. What it does is it like hides your guy at night, which is not really that useful. Because most Night Elf units can do that anyway. The female units can do it, that is. So technically it'll give him an ability. He doesn't have the Cloak of Shadows, but I don't need it that badly. I'll just sell it as soon as I get an Ancient of Wonders. I'm gonna have this guy build a Hunter's Hall. I built some more Wisps. Another Archer. 2 more Archers. Another Wisp. Tome of Strength, not really terribly useful, but alright. Gonna have my Moonwell, heal my boy up. Shadow Stalker, whatever the hell his name is. Dark Terror. I remember when I was in 8th grade playing this game, I thought these fucking Demon Hunter names were the shit. I was like, oh yeah, Dark Terror, that's so fucking cool. Now I'm 24, about to turn 25, and Dark Terror sounds pretty lame. And to another, I used to think the storyline for this game was amazing too, and then I like started playing it when I got older, and I was like, wow, it's actually like above average, but that's about it. Like I feel like some of the dialogue I could have written. Not saying that like, oh, then why don't you write your own shit? I am a writer. So. Alright, build some more units. And that's not to diss Metzen, by the way, the guy who comes up with the Warcraft lore. It's just that, like, You know, a game like Dark Souls, the plot in that is incredible. And a game like Morrowind, the plot in that is incredible. You compare games like that to Warcraft 3 and there's a huge difference in the depth of the story and everything else. Alright, mulling over whether to upgrade. I don't think I'm going to. All the items in the Ancient of Wonders are useless except for the Orb of Venom, because it will let ground units, or I should say, heroes that can only attack ground units attack air units, which is really good. I'm gonna build up my D. Yeah, I want the D. And yes, I know that's a double entendre, that's a joke. Get some more wisps, put them on lumber patrol. I always wondered how the wisps, like how them going around a tree creates lumber. Does it like extract the essence of the lumber? I've always wanted to know. Build some more huntresses. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of night elves. The archers suck, and the huntresses aren't that good either. The mountain giants though are ridiculous. I forgot about them. I'm gonna have to build those ASAP. I love mountain giants. They're just so overpowered. The chimeras too. Just waiting for my shit to build. Really hoping I don't get attacked. I'm actually doing pretty well so far. This is a lot faster than I usually play, so let's hope I don't fuck it up. I love how the like Tree of Eternity or whatever it's called does this like weird little dance when it's upgrading. I mean, all the trees do their own little dance when they're building units, I guess, but it's just funny to look at in slow motion. Gonna take this gold mine. Gonna kill the creeps anyway. Oh, we got a bunch of gnolls. Yeah, send Dark Terror in there. I'd love to have access to the random name generator they used to come up with all the demon hunter names. Gloves of Haste, not bad for an agility hero. Not bad, I'll take it. Alright, heal him up, Moonwells, come on. Good. Get another wisp on lumber. I'm actually doing pretty well. I got some good income. I got my D. I got my girls. I usually say my boys, but I got my girls this time because my army is female for the most part. So I got my girls. So alright, we're doing pretty good. Gonna do some more creeping. I'm not about to hit upkeep yet. I always try to stay in no upkeep for as long as possible to maximize the life I get out of my gold mines. We're gonna summon a warden. You know, maybe we'll do Keeper of the Grove. Maybe not. Warden it is. Keeper of the Grove. I don't enjoy playing him. I don't enjoy his abilities. So, whatever. Gonna build those towers I want, or those buildings. I want my mountain giants, and maybe some druids. All right. Oh, these creeps are nothing. An ogre magi, and some other crappy little ogre guys. Yeah, we took these dudes out. My girls are fierce. Alright, Tome of Intelligence is fucking useless for Dark Terror here. I'm gonna take it anyway. I shouldn't say that it's useless, it's just not optimal. Because you can use the mana for mana burn and for immolation. But I'd just rather something better. Alright, also Iron Cell. Another kind of corny sounding name. Though, I mean, in the lore, it doesn't really make sense for me to be playing with a Demon Hunter and a Warden. Because, I mean, at least, I don't know. Because the Demon Hunters are sort of like outlaws. And, The warden is like a warden. She like arrests people and
Create
oversees the
more
jail and
noise.
everything, so why she's teaming up with a demon hunter, I don't know. I said in previous videos that usually whenever I'd play this game as a kid, I'd have to come up with a storyline for every map that I played because it just felt too weird to just be like, oh yeah, it's two random armies fighting. There had to be some kind of thing going on. And I could never come up with a storyline until I found... That's actually a pretty good item. I know I got the belt of giant strength +6, which is good. Even though he's not a strength hero, it's going to give him a lot more health. Alright, like I was saying, I can't come up with a storyline until I've seen what race the other army is. So once we find out, I'll let you know what it is. But it's going to have to be something pretty serious if it's going to convince a demon hunter to work with a warden and vice versa. You know, I'm not really sure what Druid of the Talons are good for, or Druids of the Talon, I should say. I think they can, well, I know they can turn into like a crow or something, and that does much better damage. Actually, you know, they have Cyclone, that's why. I always forget to use Cyclone. That's actually a really good ability. Very good for crowd control. If you Cyclone, they're good units. It takes them out of the fight for like 30 seconds or something.
Quickly. My blade thirsts.
Dark Terror. Gotta heal him up. I'm gonna have my mountain giant grab a tree. What that does, you'll see it gives him a bit more damage, and it gives him siege attack as well, which is great. It just looks cool too. It's cool to think this like giant thing is just smacking the shit out of something with a tree. I remember fighting mountain giants in WoW. I used to love WoW. I used to level up and farm for gold in Ajara because it was sort of like a half-finished area and not a lot of people hung out there, and I was on a PvP server, so it was great to find a quiet area where I wouldn't get ganked every 5 minutes.
I'm game.
By the great winds.
I remember farming Yetis
I'm game.
in Winter Spring to hit level 60 because I'd done basically every quest I could do, and I was level 59, so I just farmed those fucking things for days. It was horrific. Maybe we'll build, yeah, let's build a Druid of the Claw. They're pretty good units. They have Rejuvenation, which is one of the only heals that the Night Elves have. They also have the Roar, which gives guys more damage. They can also turn into bears, which are a pretty good tank unit. And pre-Frozen Throne, the Druids of the Claw in bear form were the only tank the Night Elves really had.
Upgrade finished. Our gold mine is running low.
Or if you just heard like something hitting the mic, that was my chin by mistake. Starting to run low on gold, but you know I'm confident that we can expand once this gold mine is out, and we're not going to get fucked up for anything. We got a mountain giant. Also built a fairy dragon. I always forget to turn their ability on, which like does 25 damage to a caster every time they cast a spell, which doesn't sound like a lot of damage, but against casters who like cast a lot of spells really quickly, like the shaman or whatever who does bloodlust, or a priest who does inner fire on a bunch of units, that can actually add up. I've had fairy dragons devastate my casters before, absolutely devastate them. Like this is not the first time I played on this map for this playthrough. This is the first time I've ever played this map since I was a kid, I should say. But I played in one recording before and I died, so I didn't upload it. And I was undead, and I was facing Night Elf, and they had a bunch of fairy dragons, and I had my necromancers auto-casting Raise Dead, And the fairy dragons just fucking ate him up. It was horrible.
Standing guard.
And I upgrade my girls. Haven't gotten attacked yet, which is weird.
Research finished.
I'm sort of expecting to be attacked any second, yet it's not arriving yet.
Research finished.
Got my resistant skin. That's gonna make him take even less damage.
Research
They really overpowered the mountain giants. It's sad, really. Gonna upgrade my druids. Yeah, the Chimera Roost. Let's build that.
Our gold mine has
Alright, we lost the gold mine, but that's okay.
Research finished.
Alright, let's go uproot this guy and send him to take over the other gold mine. One of the only things I like about Night Elves is that you can essentially expand to a new gold mine for free. Unlike the other units or the other races, where you have to build
Have you reached a
stuff and spend money to take over a new gold mine. Oh, I'm being attacked right as I move my fucking units out, of course.
Have you reached
Alright, so they're the orcs. The pink orcs. Send my boys over there, and of course the mountain giant is the last unit. Okay, and they're running away like cowards.
My blade
They
thirsts.
saw also Iron Cell and fucking Dark Terror were like, oh man, they were just like, yeah, we want nothing to do with Dark Terror, man. He's too much of a badass. That's fine by me. Dark Terror was too much of man for them. And also Iron Cell was too much of a woman as well.
Though I be damned. At last,
Your building is complete.
Doranekal.
The Noob Elves. I used to love it when I first found out that some people called them the Noob Elves. I thought that was so funny. I still do. Alright, this thing is almost done. Only 7,500 gold on this. Probably because it's so close to your base. And they
Your
want you to
building is
expand
complete.
3 times, I guess. Or twice, I should say. I'm gonna move my tower over there in case they jump it while my army is elsewhere. I'm mulling over whether I want to go into high upkeep. Building another mountain giant for good measure.
The time has come.
Gonna sell the Cloak of Shadows because it's pretty much useless. Probably gonna sell the Sentry Wards too, just for some more money. Yeah, I transformed him into the crow or whatever because he'll do more damage against air units.
Hi.
What I always wondered is, since I own this Ancient of Wonders, like, why can't I just buy the shit back that I sold? It's just a little weird. It doesn't make sense. Like, I'm selling. It's basically like I'm selling it to myself. It doesn't make much sense. Alright, here's their army. Oh boy, okay, the Druid of the Claw is getting fucked up. I don't want him to die. I'm gonna heal him up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this. My army's a lot better than theirs. They have just... Oh, actually, no, they've got some Tauren. Alright, so this... oh boy, alright, I'm actually not liking this. Alright, Mountain Giant. Taunt him. Alright, do Mana Burn. Now let's do Evade. Oh, oh my god, they almost got my tree. Alright, take out their fucking shit, Dark Terror. Take out the
I am
catapults.
the Iron Hand.
Alright, let's level up also. Alright, so actually we got this. Alright, we got this. I was scared for a minute because I saw they had all those Tauren
Where shall I
and all those,
the tide?
like, wyverns and grunts and shit.
Have you
It was
reached
very
the end?
worrying. We're gonna do Fan of Knives. It's a pretty good ability. I'm amazed this Druid of the Claw survived. He like lost half his health in the first minute of the fight. Shouldn't even say first minute, it was like first 20 seconds really. And my Tree of Eternity barely survived. That was really... If we'd lost that, we would have been in deep shit. We would have had to build it over again, which it wouldn't have rebuilt as a Tree of Eternity, it would have rebuilt as like a Tree of Life or whatever. And then so we would have had to go through the upgrade path. And while it was going through the upgrade path, we wouldn't have been able to build our Chimeras or second or third tier units. So that would have been a frickin' nightmare. But our boy Dark Terror, man, he was there. And our girl, also Iron Cell, she was there too. Now we finally got our Chimeras going. So that's nice. I'm gonna repair my stuff. My Tree of Eternity. I build a Dryad, why not? I think no, we didn't lose one, but I'm just gonna build one anyway.
Insufficient gold.
Thinking about what I want to build. I actually should probably build another Moonwell soon. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Ah, the great outdoors.
My Dryad.
Are we being invaded? Create more.
Oh, our first Chimera is out. That's great. Look at that, 68 to 100 damage. Over 1,000 health. Yeah, there's different like attack types and armor. I don't know if I mentioned that. And each one has its like strengths and weaknesses. And of course they're attacking on the side where I don't have my fucking army. And they're back with a bigger army, it looks like, with better units.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
And of course my freaking girl's moving as slow as possible. Alright, they're in my base, but I think we got it. They've only got 2 Bat Riders, 2 Wyverns, and 3 Tauren, and their hero. That's actually not that good. We've got a lot more units. Yeah, we're handling these guys. Yeah, mana burn his ass, Dark Terror, there you go. Ah, Tor Rune Totem is fucking dead, we got him. Yeah. I always thought it was interesting that like the Night Elves are supposed to be all like hippie-ish and stuff, but they just killed the cow, you know? Like, wouldn't they be vegetarian? You get it? You get it? You laughing? I apologize, it was a shit joke. But anyway, I forgot to come up with a storyline for this. Now that I know they're orc, I gotta think about
My blade thirsts,
what the storyline is gonna be.
though I be damned. Our time is short.
I think what the storyline is that this orc party was given to this Tauren guy, Tor Rune Totem, or whatever the hell his name is. I'm gonna attack their expansion. I think we should be alright because we just killed their army, so. This orc unit, oh wow, they've got actually quite a few more units. I think, you know, it's not that many, we'll be okay. Was given to this Tauren guy as a chance to prove himself because the Tauren just joined the Horde. And one of his tasks was to take over this sector and sort of gather resources. And the Night Elves were there and they didn't want, I'm going to transform my guy into the demon, which is pretty cool. the Night Elves wanted to protect the forest, and Dark Terror and also Iron Cell's love
I am the Iron Hand.
for the forest eclipsed their hate for one another. So they said, you know what, we'll let bygones be bygones until we can destroy the orcs, and then I'm gonna fucking bring you in the jail or whatever, you know. That's pretty cliched, but it works for now. Because if it was like another Night Elf faction, I was like maybe also Iron Cell and Dark Terror. Maybe there was like some Stockholm Syndrome shit going on where like Dark Terror fell in love with Alsa when she imprisoned him or something, you know, I don't know. Or maybe they played like an obsessive game of cat and mouse with one another. Yeah, maybe we'll go with that, is that the orcs were actually peaceful and the Night Elves were bad. Also, Iron Cell and Dark Terror ended up falling in love because she became so obsessed with him trying to chase him down that she realized that she needed him and that she loved him and that he loved her and that they needed one another. And once they loved each other, they sort of joined forces and decided to take over this sector, and the orcs were just sort of here peacefully minding their own business, and that's why their color was pink. And that's the storyline we're going with. Also, Iron Cell and Dark Terror are trying to take shit over in the worst way possible. They're bad guys, so I'm playing the bad guy here. Alright, they built the Tauren, but what of it?
Hadn't reached the verdict. Let the hunt begin.
Yeah, we're taking him down fast enough. Yeah, take his ass out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've pretty much won here. Destroying other buildings. I don't think they're going to have that much at their last expansion that's going to be much of a threat. So we can pretty much just coast. They're still trying to win though. They're building a guy out of their Tauren totem thing. Oh, I forgot my chimeras weren't even in the fight. Things would have gone much faster if they were. The map would probably be over now.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I was pissed off because the subtweet cat unfollowed me on Twitter, and I like the subtweet cat. And I was also pissed because like a bunch of other cool people unfollowed me on Twitter. I don't have a Twitter account as like a gaming guy yet. I only have like my real one. Because I don't want to say that I'm like a big deal, but I have over 1,000 followers, and let's just say I'm being followed by more people than I follow, and I know it's like stupid to brag about Twitter followers, so I'll just shut up. Just slaughtered one of their peons, that's nice. This is their last expansion, looks like we're about to kick their fucking ass once and for all. Oh, they just resummoned their hero, means more for me to kill. Yeah, demon transformation. Yeah, Tor Rune Totem stood no fucking chance, and now he's running away. Running away. And he's dead. Dark Terror finally hit like level 8 or whatever, or level 7 maybe. Sometimes what I would like to do in games was like let them try to rebuild from here and then see, you know, what I can defend against with just my heroes or something, you know, just to make it interesting. But no, it looks like we pretty much got this. yeah, so we'll be fixing any kind of graphics issues hopefully in the next video. And I don't know if the mic messed up on this. If it did, I do apologize. Hopefully I'll be sorting that out soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I owe you a lot. Thank you.